The Driver, your source for the latest car news and reviews.
We're at the 2018 Canadian International Auto Show. Checking out the all-new Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. This is all new for Mitsubishi, and as you can see, it's actually a strikingly good-looking SUV product. Now let's go over the design elements that we have here. We have a chrome stripe that runs along the bottom of the headlight cluster, and right above, or right below the indicator and fog light cluster. Inside the headlights itself, you have projection beam elements that have a cool design to them, and you have LEDs that run along the bottom. The grille has a good amount of chrome, as well as a nice satin metallic plastic along the top, and the grille, the primary part of the grille itself, is black. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of space to move around, but let's see what we can get just from stepping inside at least. As you can see, you have a lot of technology in this one. So you have the 360-degree cameras that essentially show you where you are on the road. Probably a first, or one of the first for Mitsubishis. Not sure if it was on the Outlander, but it's nice to see that they do have it on the Eclipse Cross, considering it is on the lower end of the segment. As we step inside, you'll notice very new, modern interior compared to a lot of other Mitsubishi products. I'm not the biggest fan of Mitsubishi interiors, but I can say otherwise on this one. If you look at the Mitsubishi Outlander, you have a screen that doesn't look like it belongs there, but on this one you have a nice floating touchscreen that looks very high-end. And I'm actually very impressed to see that Mitsubishi is changing their design language inside out. You have dual zone climate control over here, eco mode, heated steering wheel. You have a joystick control over here to control the infotainment system. So that being said, I'm not sure if that's a touchscreen, but this is how you would control it primarily. Apps, audio, home. Unfortunately, I'm not able to start the screen or turn it on, but because we don't have the key, but just to give you an idea. Here you have auto hold on this model and electronic parking brake. The cup holders are fairly large in size. The compartment is pretty deep and wide as well. You have traditional analog gauge clusters with, not sure if it's a color screen, but there's a display in the middle, and there are controls on there to play around with what you see on the screen. On the steering wheel, you have adaptive cruise control, as well as a button for the 360-degree cameras, or I'm not sure if that's for the 360-degree cameras or for the reverse cameras, but that does look like a camera symbol. Here you have a system that prevents you or warns you from crashes. Here you have lane keep assist, and here's a heads-up display switch as well. So there might be a heads-up display somewhere down there. Not exactly sure, but it should be here. The seats themselves are very comfortable. This one has some orange stitching along the side. And the sunroof is actually a dual sunroof. That's actually unique that we've seen a dual sunroof on a vehicle in this category. But as you can see, there's a sunroof for the rear passengers as well as for the front passengers. Usually we just see a panoramic sunroof built along the top, or along the front and the back of the car, but this one has two sunroofs. As we step into the back, the seats back here are fairly unique. As you can see, the headrests pop upward. So you see this headrest, you push this upward and you adjust it accordingly depending on how you want to sit. But with that folded down, you get a lot of visibility back there as well if you completely push this downward. The legroom back here is really decent. You have 60/40 seats, and here is the armrest with two cup holders, seat pockets, There's no air conditioning vents back here, but this is a smaller vehicle, so I wouldn't expect it to have it. Here you have heated seats. You have a faux carbon finish along the door. As we get to the back, you'll notice a very unique design that we've never seen from Mitsubishi before. It's kind of almost what we've seen in other hybrid vehicles, just with the positioning of the taillights. We've seen the styling in other vehicles, but it actually looks really good on the Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross. You have LEDs that run along here, from here all the way to the other taillight cluster, and you have LEDs in here as well. Here are the indicators. As we open the trunk, it's actually a good amount of space. It's slightly restricted due to the sloping roof, but overall I would say it's comparable to probably between the Honda HR-V and the Honda CR-V, somewhere in the middle of that. Has a bit more space than the Honda HR-V. This has been a look at the all-new Mitsubishi Eclipse Cross at the Canadian International Auto Show.
For the latest car news and reviews, go to www.thedriver.ca